Either way, it's looking like game. I'll say you got ripple overlay. Elder Cress. My effect is negated. So what is that link thing you mentioned? Anino, Tribute, Ritual, Fusion, Synchro. So right now, the mechanic you're seeing right now on screen, where they're overlaying on top of each other, that's Exceed Summoning. X, Y, Z. And links... how to explain this? So, there's a reason why links have kind of slowed the game out, but not at the same time. I'll see if in tutorial help, like hopefully with some visual effects. Link summoning. Please don't make me actually go ahead and play the... Right, okay. I think this is doing it about the tutorial stuff. So this is link summoning, right? So link monsters go into the extra deck and they've got arrows. I already have 2 links for when I get into the physical game. So you can see up there in the corner, this is the monster that lives in your extra deck and it's got these arrows pointing. So they have no defense points. They can never be in defense mode. So we're going to try, it's going to give me a situation I can link summon into. So I've got monsters on the field and link monsters require certain requirements. So this guy requires 2 water monsters. So we're going to link into him, right? So now I need to select 2 water monsters on the field. I can send them to the graveyard. Now I've link summoned. Now why are the arrows important? Because the thing is, now monsters that are in the extra deck can only come into the extra monster zone. Them 2 zones in the middle. Now bear in mind, you can only claim 1 zone. So I'm going to claim this zone, right? So, now that I have this zone, I am not allowed this one over here. There is a way to claim it. That's a lot more advanced play, and that's called an extra link. And to get that, I've basically got, again, arrow that points from here to here, an arrow that points from here to here to here, an arrow that points from here to here to here, and an arrow that points from here to here to here. And then I can summon a monster in there that points down. That's called an extra link. That's really complicated. A few decks do it these days. Don't worry too much about it. But yeah, so these arrows, we can summon monsters from our extra deck in a zone the arrows point to. So since an arrow points here and an arrow points here, we can summon monsters from our extra deck into them zones. Now, that being said, so if my opponent had their turn, they can only summon a monster into that zone there that the finger thing's on, as that's called the extra monster zone. They can only summon a monster there. However, if my link monster had an arrow that pointed onto their side of the field, that's a zone open to them. So they could summon into that zone without having to use their extra monster zone and still keep that free for other things down the line. The other thing to note, which I don't think it's going to go ahead and explain here, is when if both zones are free, I went to link someone into something else, which I think we're maybe about to do. Cool. So we're going to go ahead and link into a link 4. Oh, perfect. It's going to explain multiple effects. So, link monster. So you can see on this one, it says 2+. This means it requires the minimal of 2 monsters that have effects. And it's the minimal 2 because links can be used to link higher. So this guy is a link 4. The highest link in the game is 5, and there's only like 1 or 2 of them in the game. And I don't even think they're in the game yet. They're purely in the anime right now. So the highest we've got is 4. And this guy, by the way, is insane for Red Eyes, if we ever got hands on him for Red Eyes deck, but he's also expensive. I think he's actually banned, actually, as well now. So, because he's a Link 4, we can use both our Link 2s to make him. So that's 4 links. And they've both got effects, so they fall into the condition. So we're going to go ahead and use all 4 to make a link, to make the Link 4. They count as 2 each. You can see what I mean? The game gets really complicated. But now, because we've took our monster out of that extra monster zone, we've got free reign to pick which one we want again. So if we wanted to, as a part of a combo, we can move into this slot instead. But once again, you can see there's a zone that points up into our opponent. So you can see in the corner of the screen, he's got 3 arrows that point down. So all 3 zones below him are open to us, but our opponent gets 1 zone in exchange. Do you kind of get it now? Link monsters, yeah, they have no defense points. They're not allowed to be in defense mode. Like, I think I explained it the best I could. Wow, I actually get to tick off tutorial stuff. I wonder if there's like a sign for doing that. Link monsters are very important to the way things play these days. A lot of old archetypes are getting links and stuff to help them, but links are really important to the state of the game these days. Yeah. If it helps, by the way, as my mod's just in my ear, I'm sure my mod will post a link to help out with this. This entire stream is getting cut up into parts and will be going up on YouTube. So, and that will all be happening tomorrow. So this will be slowly getting uploaded tomorrow. So if you need to, you can go and check out our YouTube channel. And wherever this video is, I don't know what part it'll be exactly. But you can find it and re-watch it and explain it. That was, yeah, so... I kind of get it, yeah. Like I say, if you need any more explanation, please feel free to ask. I'm happy to help however I can. Because like I say, I know this is a complicated game. And I've taught many people on how to play this game. Competitively, non-competitively and stuff. And I try my best. So if you need any more help, just say. Like I say, I know this game can go completely over some people's heads. It's like it's like we always make the running joke. It's a children's card game, and as you see in the box, it says for the ages 3 and plus. Like you showing a 3-year-old that can play this game. Seriously. Zambara Knight. Turn end. Another bit of advice I can probably give is, if you wanted, you can always get this game on the Switch, if you have a Switch. It has all the way up to links, so you can learn links in this game. There is a version on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation that doesn't have links. I'd recommend playing that to learn everything that isn't links, but it's a very different play style back then. Like, it's a lot faster. The only other thing I could really say is if you've got access to a PC, you can get a program called Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro, which is fully up to date with all the latest cards and stuff, and you can go against AIs and stuff in that. I've literally only got a Kaiba starter deck, so I'm going nowhere fast with advanced play. Oh, obviously everyone starts somewhere. I'm not trying to say get straight into advanced play. I'm just giving the recommendations that I can. Let that face down, summon this. Overlay into Leviathan. Pretty sure I've got more damage here though. Well, at least I would have if it wasn't for a dimension prism. Kinda happy I didn't go into Leviathan. About that. I was meant to Wabaco. Getting distracted, I'm fucking up place. I need to get myself an overlaid. I need to get next to these monsters on the field. Raw monster! Not the right type of monster. Shit. Bollocks. Sure. We're gonna take 2400. Oh, the biggest bit of advice I can give about Yu-Gi-Oh, by the way, which is a really hard mentality to get your head into. Life points mean nothing. They are just another resource. They only matter when they hit 0. So don't worry about like if you've got to take a hit to do a play next turn, take a hit to do a play next turn. If you've got to use your life points to activate card effects, don't worry about it. It's perfectly fine. I build the overlay network. With my 2 level 3 monsters, I make number 17, Leviathan Dragon. Leviathan Dragon's effect, I can detach a material in order to give him 500 additional attack points. Battle phase! Now to wipe over your heretic king. Or Herald. Stop. Oh, look at that. It's another one. Stop with your combos! Stop it! No! Stop it! You declare an attack, I activate my trap card. Oh, I'm pressing B! Yes, 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 yes. Woo! Wabaku! Wait, I gotta create an effect in the grave? No, I don't want to create that one. I take no battle damage and my monsters aren't destroyed this time. Oh, of course you go back down. Activate the spell card, Mystical Space Typhoon! Let me destroy your back row, please. No shit. Oh. This is getting tricky. Huh. I will take the 1100. To then play Xyz Reborn. Oh, another thing with the whole link format of stuff, as you can probably tell by now, by watching, if you're still here, Dragonborn. They only go into the extra monster zone when they come from the extra deck. So if they're coming from the graveyard or from Banished or your opponent's side of the field, they come into the main monster zone. I can go over as Herald. Not exactly what I planned. This may be a time where I may have to not use the story deck. Most important question though, what comes up with this stuff? What do you mean? Oh, who comes up with this stuff? Some people that are on, like, I think they're on weed at Konami. Don't worry. Currently, we're in we're currently in the era known as Master Rule 4, which is basically the rule set of links. Konami has already confirmed that the new season of Yu-Gi-Oh! Will be coming out soon. The anime, like a new anime and stuff. And a new anime obviously means new stuff's coming to the game. They've already announced there's going to be a Master Rule 5. Now, bear in mind, they only ever announced there's a Master Rule change when there's like a big change happening to like the playing field and stuff like that. Please, for the love of God, don't do anything like... If they do anything really drastic again, it's going to be terrible. Well, I hope I can get Utopia out somehow. Do I grab another pot of duality? How about my third Gagaga Magician? Nope, but it's there for next turn. What I need is the ability to make Utopia. Oh yeah, the whole thing of links as well brought a new whole type into the game called Cyverse. Yes, that matters.